This is what we just fixed. So as you can see, we now have our shadows working again on iGPU. So Task Manager. This whole month, we're going to be working on this computer to make sure that anybody using a Ryzen shared GPU, anybody with a shared GPU, we really want to make sure that you guys are getting beautiful results. So all morning we've been working on improvements for the look of things, making sure that you guys have, you know, the same access to powerful features that those using dedicated GPU have. And so we're really excited about the way things look. Things are looking really good. So that's cool. Make a copy. Okay. And we can do UV space, object space, so we can just clear it. Okay. And I believe we are in PBR. We can go back to sketch and sketch mode. This is what we have in sketch mode. And this is what we have in architecture. Same thing in paint and PBR mode. Okay, so that's good. And turn off the light. That's what we have. Okay. Turn the light back on. And of course, we can do per object styling as usual. We can choose to make this metallic. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Our exposure, we can boost this up some more. Definitely won't hurt it. IBL is changing the lighting. And you'll see that when the atmosphere is off, just rotating this IBL. Bring the atmosphere back on. Okay. So we add a sky, we add cloud, and we're basically back in business. I just keep it. I really want. Yeah, we don't really need too many clouds right now. So just gonna something small, not a very cloudy day. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so here's the cool thing about Univah. Once you have your objects, you can just now start doing what you typically do with them, which is rReligionVFX. And here you can do all the things you typically do. And we can do physics. Let's see. What I typically do is I boost this up to 10. And I do random velocity. I push this down to 1. And let's see. What else do I typically do? Yeah, that's about it. Then we enable physics. and everything sort of just falls to the floor. And yeah, so that's religion. And you can do this. So let's go back. I'm going to reset the simulation. And what I'm going to do is actually going to, right. So let's see, affect rotation. Okay, so random strength, step strength. Okay, we can add a behavior like a random, and this random, no, just randomizing position and rotation. And then we can connect a fall off. All the things that we typically do. Okay. So we're just doing the things that we typically do. And all of this is running very well on this iGPU. Okay, so if I want to make an animation right now, I can show the timeline. Show the timeline. I'm going to do a start. And we're going to move it. Do another one. See? Now we have an animation. I'm going to loop it. Push play. Okay. So we have an animation going right there. And I can select this and I can edit this while that's playing. I can come here. I can use my sphere parameters and I can work on this sphere while that animation is playing. That's incredible. So here's this sphere. I'm going to change its properties. I'm going to clear that color and I'm going to make it into a cube. You know, I can do all these things while my animation's playing. Amazing. Okay, that's it. And of course, we can switch styles in the middle. We can definitely do that. We can go right back to PBR, switch right back to sketch, and we can go to atmosphere. We can change anything on the fly while the animation's playing. That's what's really cool about Univah. So we can decide we don't like this lighting, we want different lighting, we want a sunset. So we give ourselves this kind of lighting because that's what we want. Let's go to PBR. Yeah, so we can decide to change anything. And you can see that being reflected in real time as I switch styles. This is the power of Univah Film Engine, you know? So just putting everything together, it's really getting to the point where it's such a powerful tool because I can now fly. If I push 5 and push S, I can fly all the way out. And this is the whole planet. So everything we do is on Earth, right? We do everything on Earth. And I can fly back. So just as I can fly out, I can fly right back. You see? So everything is really seamless. you're going to be able to make very amazing planetary renderings. Okay. It's incredible. Alrighty. Thank you.